Are you rolling?
Okay.
Ron, I'm very happy to have a chance to meet you because we haven't met before, but I certainly know about your work and delighted to see that you're in this movie, Final Countdown.
Me too.
Was there ever any time that you other actors felt as at a disadvantage because of the relationship between Kirk and his son, Peter?
I'm trying to think about that. No, we were too busy. And for the most part, Kirk was much too busy. Whatever discussions they had, you know, at night or away from the set. And we had 6,000 sailors and a whole lot of shift to contend with, you know.
Did you ever stop to think, Ron, whether or not you would like to have been one of those men on that ship, especially when they were at sea for 144 days?
Not very long. I didn't think about it. No, it's not my thing. I don't think I would have enjoyed that I don't know, though. You never know. I mean, I've done a little sailing, you know, but on sailing ships, but I don't know. Of course, we worked 5 weeks on the ship, but they tell me you don't know that ship until it's at sea. Said you can't know her. Said, you know, in port, it's one thing, it's just sitting there. Says, but when you see that thing go, you know, out there, and when the planes are all there, and then when we were completely and fully operational, said, then she comes alive, and, oh, they told me all about it, you know.
And you were content to leave it at that,
144 days is an awful long time, you know, to be, not touch land. Of course, they were gone for a year, but I mean, to not touch land, I'll stick with acting.
All of your roles in the Final Countdown, Kirk's favorite word is subservient to the ship itself, the carrier Nimitz. I wonder, did you feel or did your director ever want you, because of that, to maybe play your roles a little larger than you might have otherwise?
That's a tough question. I'm tempted just to say yes, because there was an element of that, yeah. We tried to play them, we tried not to take ourselves too seriously, and we tried to play it for fun, for laughs to a great extent, and to not take ourselves too seriously, because, you know, what we were saying is not carved in granite, you know. And it's not a message picture or a problem picture per se. You know, it's a purely entertainment picture. So, you know, we tried to get method. We tried to go method on them, and Kirk Douglas put a quick stop to that, I think. He said, none of that, no.
Yes, because at times I had the feeling, and I didn't disagree with it, but I had the feeling that some of the lines were really written and meant to be delivered almost as cartoon captions.
Yes, so some of them are really campy. They really are.
Yeah.
Some of them are a little strange, you know. But it's such a strange situation that they. I mean, how do people? You're in a ship, right? And it gets transported in an instant back to December the 6th, 1941. Now, how does one really react to that? I don't mean writers have a way of writing things in a very smooth and glossy manner, and the people handle just everything so beautifully, so perfectly. But really, you know, how would you react to hearing Jack Benny over the radio, you know, and Rochester and all these people, and Joe Louis fighting, you know, and a modern, you know, highly technological Navy. And so he said, just play it, you know, play it lightly, because we don't know. In other words, don't anticipate. Don't anticipate the film. Do not help the audience. You know, don't play conclusions. Don't play the conclusion of the film. The film will take care of itself. The ship will take care of itself. Just be a regular guy. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You know, and so you know, we did the best we could.
Well, it's interesting to get your point of view on that, Ron, because I sat there as a viewer trying to think, wow, this is so heavy, I can't cope with this thought. And I was so delighted that you didn't want me to sit there thinking, wow, this is so heavy.
No, we didn't try to beat anyone
Yeah.
over the head with any heavy idea or any, you know, we're not out to educate anyone. We're not out to make any political messages or to put down anyone or to put up anyone. Just, you know, have a good time.
Just cool it.
Just cool it.
Okay. Ron, how nice to meet you.
Nice
I
meeting you.
enjoyed the conversation very much.
Thank you, thank you.
From the hair or anything? Okay.
Stop that. I have speed. Susan, shift slightly to your right. To your right.
Okay, questions?
Anytime.
Ron, was there ever a time that you and the other actors felt at somewhat of a disadvantage because of the relationship between Kirk and his son Peter?
You can open a little, Steve.
Tell me when to go on.
Okay. Okay.
I wonder if you had direction along the lines of perhaps playing the roles a little larger than you might have otherwise because of the kind of strange nature of this movie. Okay, let's see, what was another question I asked? Just a second, keep rolling.
I'm going to see how
Right, okay. Thank you. Ron, the Nimitz, of course, set a world record when it stayed at sea 144 continuous days. Did the thought ever occur to you when you were on the boat making the movie that what it would be like for you to do that? I'll take that question again and phrase it a little differently.
It's a shift.
Yes, that's, thank you. I caught myself on that. Ron, when you were aboard the Nimitz working in the final countdown, and you were aware, of course, that it set a world record at sea, 144 continuous days, did you ever allow yourself to think what it would be like to be on that ship for 144 days? Okay, I think that'll get it, I believe. Okay.